Alice James McKenzie
Where are you now? Where do you currently live?
in Seminole, Florida.
What kind of hobbies do you have?
I guess my main one is bowling.
Your main hobby is bowling.
When I was born up in Pawtuckaville, what is now Lowell, but it was a section called Pawtuckaville, on Alice Avenue and Mammoth Road, the corner. And we moved from there evidently when I was very young, because then we went to Andover Street in Lowell. And I can remember a couple of things on Andover Street. I had whooping cough, I can remember that. And I can remember getting hit by a car, not bad, on Andover Street. I ran out in the street. And I ran in the house and the guy came after me, but I wasn't, hurt.
Did you have any, like, who was your best friend when you were a little kid? Like in elementary school, did you have a best friend?
Yeah, I guess Mary Sullivan, her name was. I had one best friend then, I guess. I always had a lot of friends, so we all played together.
Yeah. Did you like school?
Oh, I loved school. Yeah. Well, in school, I was in high school. I was a charter member of the baton twirlers squad, and I was in the St. Rita's Cadets before that, playing the trumpet. I belonged to the National Honor Society, but that was in the band. And
So did you do well? You must have liked it. You probably did well in school.
I did.
Yeah. When did you start getting interested in boys?
Well, probably in high school. Although we weren't, we were so busy with the cadets and stuff that there was boys there, but I mean it wasn't. And I guess probably junior and senior in high school, when dances came up, and we were looking for somebody to go with and stuff,
And then did you go to any kind of college at all? Or?
Well, I went to, I had to go to work, but then after I started working, I went to business school for a couple of years, and I just like class like at night. And then I went to work in H.L. Green's, which is like McQuarrie's is here.
Five and dime.
Yeah. I worked there. I got hired just as a clerk, and then I got to be a floor walker, and then I got into the office. I had to make sure their counters were all filled with merchandise.
Are you still living at home?
Yep. And nobody left home then until I got married, because you couldn't afford to
So
have
how
an
old
apartment.
were you when you
I was 16 when I got out of high school.
A fairly serious person as a teenager?
Well, I always had a good time. Always had a lot of boyfriends, and
Yeah.
got
You
into
went out, got
like
in a little bit of trouble?
my sisters. I was over Eileen's, and I had that Arthur and John, and they both were supposed to be a half an hour difference, but they both came down the street at the same time. One each, and I think they met each other somewhere. And I just went upstairs, and she's trying to tell them that I'm gone back to home.
When did you get your first TV?
We had our first TV when we lived on East Street.
So are you married?
Yeah.
Oh, you were married?
Oh, yeah, the TV wasn't even thought about before. When we first got married, we didn't have that. See, it would be when Mary was the baby that we got the first one. And we were about the first one to get one of those, too.
Like, what's your favorite TV show now?
Oh, I like Kamesh. I like a couple of soaps. Guiding Light and As the World Turned. And but I never had really
Favorites?
special favorites. Like I like House on the Prairie, and The Waltons.
What kind of jokes do you like? I mean, get away from the family a little bit. Get on something else. You like dirty jokes? You like
Well,
nice, clean jokes, or
I like all
risque,
kinds of.
little risque?
little, but no, I don't like real dirty jokes of any kind. But real icky ones. But a little bit's not. I don't care.
None that you want to talk about? I mean, seeing that what happened with Dad and everything, do you sometimes think maybe you should have married somebody else, or wished you had, or?
Well, I don't know, because I really didn't wish I had exactly, but I've wondered if I did, if things would have been different.
How does that affect you? I mean, it's had to have affected you a lot.
Well, it did. I mean, it really.
I know it was hard for you. If you don't want to talk about this, you can just say, I don't want to talk about it, because I know it's been hard on you all the way from the very beginning.
Well, that's true. It was a big blow, and I don't think I ever really got over it, to tell the truth. So I was always kind of a funny, happy-go-lucky person. It took a long time to I got involved in bowling and met some new people, and we had a lot of fun in Satoma and stuff like that. But then, when it was through Satoma that I got into bowling, because that's when we started the Civic League.
So that was something.
Yeah, and then I got involved in that, and started working on the association and stuff like that. It was hard at first because Roy was still young. He really was only like in the second grade.
Did you even see it coming, or was it just something that?
No, at first, at first I couldn't believe it. Even I had no idea that anything like that was going on. But of course, gradually you begin to see it coming.
So then you have grandchildren too. How did you feel when you first became a grandmother? No big deal.
Oh, that's when Deanna was born. So now we have like 17.
That happened real quick.
We're looking for another great-grandchild now for Mickey's daughter, Valerie.
You had a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids. I mean, how do you feel about getting older? I know you're getting older and you probably don't like it.
Well, I know, I mean, when you get to be 70, now I'm 73, and you look in the newspaper and all the obituaries are either younger or around the same age, you begin to think you don't have that many more years, really.
Relaxed. Is there anything that you want to leave, any kind of message or any kind of, anything that they can listen to years and years to come? Looking back on this, they're going to be watching this in 20 years and they're going to say, geez.
I don't know. I just hope they all stay friends with each other. So I guess that's ends with a little lighter note.
Yeah, much better. And then, the question of the day is, can you name all your grandkids?
Well, I'm sure I could if I wanted to.
Okay, I guess you
You
don't
think
want
I
to.
should?
I think you should try. I'll help you if you miss any. I'll try
Dano, Dawn, Danielle.
to. And go to
What's next?
Mary,
Mary is Troy.
Tommy,
Tommy is Sean and Jason.
me,
Valerie and Desiree.
and Kathy,
Ricky, Michael and Tommy.
and Ronnie,
April,
Kim,
Kim and Ronald.
and Roy.
Brittany and Kelly.
And that was pretty good.
Is that all?
That's it. I don't think you missed anybody. All right. Do you want to say one more anything?
No, I guess not. I don't know.
I guess we'll just lay it out.